Hey, what is going on, folks? I have been gone for a long time, um, but here we are. I wanted to make a quick video about kind of what's been going on with me mentally. Um, it's been quite an emotional roller coaster, honestly, these past 72 hours. I wish I could say that everything was fine and um, I was, in a great state of mind. Um, I'm not, but I'm trying to be. But anyway, um, I just want to talk about mental health for a minute. So, it is my belief that when you are sad, when you are angry, when everything seems like it's going wrong, your life is in the shitter, it's my belief that the reason for that is because there are things that you need to let go of. That's kind of how I approach it. And for me, I have many of those. Um, for those of you who might not know, I've had struggles with alcohol, um, off and on for a few years now. Um, I drink when I'm happy, I drink when I'm upset, I drink when I'm angry, I drink when I'm excited, I drink when I'm in despair. Um, Also, have had an issue with pornography for a number of years. And I know that that's embarrassing to talk about as a grown man on a public platform, knowing that you're going to get made fun of for it. But it is what it is. I don't really care. Basically, what I'm here to tell all of you is that I'm an addict. I am the textbook definition of a hedonist. So anything that gives me that, like, that adrenaline rush or like that physical pleasure, those are the things that I tend to lean toward. So like anything that alters my brain chemistry, so like alcohol, cigarettes, weed, pornography, all of these sorts of things I tend to gravitate toward because they give me that adrenaline rush, but also it's an escape from my real life, which I'm not happy with. And I have had a hard time coming on here and making videos because honestly, I feel like a fraud. And I feel like when I come on here and I give you guys advice and I try to be a beacon of light for the world, I feel like a con artist because I have not been living up to that. I haven't been living up to any of that. And I'm trying to be a better man. I'm trying to be a better person. I'm trying to live a healthier lifestyle and be more responsible. And I can't do that if I continue to cling on to the things that are keeping me in this painful purgatory where I feel like I can't fully move on. So, for that reason, I have decided to get completely sober. Um, because I mean, I have to get rid of all my vices. I look at it from the standpoint of it's all or nothing. You know, if this is where I want to go and these are the things that are holding me back, it could stand to reason that if I get rid of the things that are holding me back, that I'll be in a better place a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now. And I'm urging you that if you're in a similar spot to me, where you're unhappy with your life and everything seems wrong and everything seems bad and nothing is going okay, because make no mistake, nothing is okay right now. I mean, I'm doing a little bit better. I'm certainly in a better place than I was a year ago, but I'm not even close to um, where I want to be. Um, Granted, I'm not gonna sit here and beat around the bush, because I never really open up much on this channel about my personal life and my struggles, and I want to start doing that more. I want to start doing that more. I want to start talking to all of you about my story, you know, for lack of a better term. But where was I going with this? Oh, yeah. So, about a year ago, I was basically, and I can't believe I'm saying this on camera, I was basically suicidal. Pretty much. I never attempted it. I never really had like a concrete plan in place. I never fully made up my mind that that was what I wanted to do, but I thought about it a lot. I had this reoccurring fantasy about going to my downtown area where I live, in the city I live in, and there's this big, tall building called the Liberty Square Building, and I kept having this reoccurring fantasy of going up to the top floor of that building with the elevator and smashing the window and jumping off. I got to a point where there was so much wrong and there was so much financial debt and instability in my life and addiction and depression and just up weird hours of the night, hearing voices calling my name through the television. I was just in a really, really horrible place. And I am happy that I am no longer in that place anymore. But a big thing that I struggle with is guilt. I feel a tremendous amount of guilt and regret about a lot of the choices that I've made and a lot of the people and the places and the situations that I've associated myself with previously. And it's hard for me to forgive myself for that. And so I beat myself over the head a lot. And it's like this tape recorder that just plays in my head over and over and over again. And I'll start thinking about a mistake that I've made, something that I did that I really shouldn't have, and it'll just fucking loop in my head over and over and over and over again, and I'll just relive it. But I want to change, and I have the desire to change, and I want to be a better person, and I want to be happier, and I want to be healthier, and I've decided, and it is a choice, I've made a decision that I'm not going to be this person anymore. Um, change and um, change and self development, self improvement, and I know all of this; these all sound like buzzwords, but all of those things come with sacrifice. Um, and you cannot ascend into a different version of yourself if you're clinged on to the old stuff. So I've just decided that this purgatory that I've been living in, it has got to end. You know, um, all things considered, if I look at it objectively, I think I've actually done a pretty good job of getting back on my feet. I have gained a hell of a lot of weight in the past year, but that's because I was going hungry, because I couldn't afford to feed myself. So, it was funny. My nephew, actually, the other day, he's like, "Uncle Griffin, is that you?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's me." He's like, "Holy shit, you've gained weight." And he's a kid, so obviously I'm not going to take it as an insult. But even if he wasn't a kid, I don't think I would have taken it as an insult for the simple fact that I know that I was a hell of a lot skinnier about a year ago than I am now, and I was also a hell of a lot more unhealthy. So, all things considered, I'm doing a lot better, but I need to put my foot on the gas a little bit. I need to put the alcohol down. I need to put the cigarettes down. And I need to just really lock in. I say that I want to be a YouTuber and then I don't, upload a video for 3 months. You know, I say that I want to start making music again and I'm not making music. So it's like, I say I want to be in better physical shape, but then I'm not going to the gym. So it's things like that. And I have assumed the identity of a fuck up because that's really all I've known up until this point, but I'm done. And things are finally starting to look up again. And, you know, I've got to get it together. Um, it's just time to move on to bigger and better things. Life is good. Celebrate it. Anyway, gist of this whole thing is that if there's anybody out there that feels the way that I feel or has felt the way that I feel, feel free to leave comments down below. Um, you know, if you have anything positive to say about, you know, I please keep the comments tasteful. But anyway, I'm just here to let all of you know that you can do it. I believes in you. And I will see all of you again very, very soon. So, peace, love, and light.